Today, big stack of boards. Say big, there's 6 in here. If you're not familiar with us here at Life Skateboards, we handcraft skateboard decks. From start to finish, we press our own boards, shape our own boards, and while I'm here, I'm going to share this. We're back. Sorry about that. All right, so real quick before we get into board shaping here, let me give you guys a quick little tour of the shop and the steps that we go through here. Ooh. So if you were watching the live yesterday, you saw that we were sorting an order of veneer. We grabbed 7 pieces of maple here, crossbands and vertical grains, faces and cores. Glue them up by hand right here. We glue our boards by hand because we want to give you full glue coverage on every ply of on every side of every ply inside your skateboard. Sorry, it's been a long day. I'm having trouble talking. Then we press them in here. They sit in the press for 24 hours and then cure for a week right here. After they're cured, Sam, the boss man, comes in here and puts truck holes into the uncut, attaches one of these templates to it, and runs that template along this bearing while this cuts out the shape right here. When I get the board, the edge looks like this. What's up, Brian? Thanks for tuning in again. Getting as much work as I can done before this trip. I got the video from Bam's house pretty much edited today, and I'm kind of waiting on a response from his publicist. He did an interview with me about sobriety, and I want to make sure he wasn't using it for something else. I don't want to step on his toes, so I might end up posting the video with a little caveat that I might take it down if Bam wants that used for something else. Yep, I am heading to Cleveland area, Akron, Columbia Station, and Cleveland for a big meetup. Go hang out with Welfare Line. I love those guys. All right. Oh, so we got a stack to get through today. I'm going to throw the respirator on to prevent the phone dying issue that we had yesterday. I've got a charger sitting right over here. I've got a charger sitting over there. This one's on an extension cord, so I can drag you guys that way. And we're going to hope that does well. Yeah, Brian, it's going to be a great video. I'm going to be honest, it's the least structured video I've ever done in my life. One of Bam's friends had a skit idea. That was really fun. Head's a great dude. A lot of it's just, Luke is an absolute ripper. That's Luke Nation, the guy that I brought with me. Bringing him on this trip as well with Chuck Bennett. I'm hoping I get the Bam video posted before this trip, because otherwise it's going to fill up my entire phone, which is why I haven't done many new videos lately. But I'm going to get to work in here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take this through probably 2 at a time, drag you along here. In years past at this event, Jim Gray's been there. Kind of hoping that's the case again, but not banking on it. It's been on his Facebook lives and whatnot whenever he goes there. But I'm just excited to skate the lagoon and see all my friends and skate Crooked River, the Green Monster. It's going to be fun. Alright, so this first step is just bringing that edge to a 90 with the concave so that we can round it off on the edge router. see that edge right there is brought to a 90 now. So let's hope that this tripod works for me. Tripod on wheels. That'll work. There we go. All right, now we're going to take that edge and round it off here. So now you see that edge is round, but it's not very clean. We're going to take it right over here and clean that edge up a bit. So this is where we also remove some of the excess glue. All that fun stuff. What's up, guys? Hey, thank you, Chris. Yes, I did end up getting my new board made. I ended up clear coating it this morning. I need to go pick up grip tape, so I think I'm going to just put normal grip tape on it today. once I finish this stack, if Sam doesn't come in here and shape some new boards, I'll get on that. And don't forget, guys, if you enjoy what you're watching, double tap the screen so YouTube knows it and all that fun stuff. There's a subscribe button somewhere up there. You can turn on notifications so you know when I go live, because I have a really hard time keeping a schedule going live, so it's better if they let you know than me. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next step here. Oops. For some reason, tied the charger into the tripod. I'm a smart guy. I put random stuff on my phone by accident instead of moving the tripod around. That's what I meant to do. And there we go. We're there. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, let's move you over here. We got the Mac wheel real quick, and then we'll hop to that. Alright, so now we are ready for the Orbital, which is the last step before graphics are applied. If you were on the live last night, you got to watch me do my own graphics. And when we're finished here today, there is one customer order that if I get a text message from Sam telling me what graphic the customer wants, I'll be able to show you graphics again. This is not a popsicle, this is our twin. It's got a symmetrical square nose and tail with a taper towards the center. We've got a mid-twin, a small twin, and a large twin. That's small twin is 8.1, mid-twin is 8.6, and the large twin is 9.1. Let me go grab a chair that gets a little bit higher. It's hard for me to be there. Not much stay in your lane, thanks. I noticed you, I hope I follow back the right account on Instagram. I'll be right back with a better chair. Ooh, and I was thinking of going live while I played with my dog this morning, but I left my phone at home when I went to the dog park with her. So sorry about that, guys. And don't forget, if you like these, double tap the screen for me. And you can get one of these boards of your own at lifeskateboard.com. Sweet. And I was telling them earlier, I got that BAM video edited. I was just kind of waiting on a response from his publicist if he was going to use that for something else. But do you guys think I should just kind of send the video? And if it's going to be used for something else, take the video down, post it without the interview about sobriety? My goal with it is just to help as many people as possible. I think he pushed out a really, really positive and powerful message that's going to help a lot of people. So if there's going to be an issue with me posting it and them posting it, I'd rather them be able to post it because they can reach more people. You know what I mean? Share your opinions with me on that. Get this plugged in just in case. love than the other one. Any texture off the top. So it's excess glue. That would be my fault. I got home. I think it was like 11:30 when I was leaving, getting on the highway yesterday. This one is. I have a hard time judging the width here. This one is the mid twin, not the big twin. The big twin is a 9-1. In case you're wondering why I don't know everything that I'm shaping, the way it works when you order a board, Sam cuts out the shape. I end up with a stack of boards to finish shaping. Sometimes I'm told to press something new or do a graphic for it, but the majority of the time I'm just shaping a stack of boards and I'm not sure which is which. And I love it. Oh, the big twin is a fun one. That's for sure. It would stay in your lane is referring to is going to the website, checking out what we have, and putting an order in. When you put an order in, you might even see your shape getting made. Isn't that pretty cool? Doesn't get more personal than that. If you like to support the channel, you can buy supers, things like that. Bend over, ask what wood do you use? We use Great Lakes maple. We press the veneer ourselves. Check my older lives when I was pressing. But it's 2 crossbands and 5 vertical grains of maple. Good question, Ben. Thank you. What's up, visionaries? That was an awesome conversation you were having on the live yesterday. I love that you kind of let that keep going yesterday. I'm hoping Sandra gets back on here. He's a really rad dude. Ran into him at Majors. His friends came and bought a board from me when I used to work at a skate shop a long time ago, and ran into them again at my local park. Really rad dude. You're helping him out a lot, visionary. Alright, so now that the top and bottom are clean, time to clean up the edges. And we'll be moving on. it's definitely getting some extra love. That's very true, Visionary. Do we do custom shapes? We do custom shapes. The best way to do that is either contact my boss through the Life Skateboards Instagram, that's Life Skateboards 1010 on Instagram, or go here and use that contact information to get a hold of him. But I would encourage you to go on the website and check it out. We've got 77 different shapes, lots of customization. If you like the nose of one board, tail of another board, we can combine stuff, give you something to work from. But yeah, I would highly suggest checking the website out. What's up, Sweaty Freddy? It was awesome. It's fantastic. There should be a video coming soon. I was telling everybody that I've got it pretty much edited, but I did an interview with him about sobriety. His publicist wanted it. I just want to make sure that if I post that, there's no interference with what they're doing. So waiting on that to post it. I may just go ahead and send it and maybe take the video down and remove that part and repost it if there's an issue. I just want, his story was extremely inspiring and very powerful. I want it to be able to help as many people as possible, so whatever works that way. You want to see the side profile of the board? Absolutely gorgeous. Very powerful concave here. Love it. Thanks for wanting to see that. I love showing that off. Thank you. We're very, very proud of our concave here at Life Skateboards. If you want to see something funny, you can go on Google and look up Life Skateboards and check our only negative review. I quoted that for an ad. We're not very happy about that. So there is a mid-twin ready to go for graphics. It looks like there's another mid-twin ready to go as well. So I think what I'll do here is go ahead and shape this one, and then we'll jump through these other 4 two at a time. How's that sound? I'm stoked to be able to post it. I'm going on a trip, so I really want to kind of clear my phone off. I might just go ahead and send it tonight. I don't want to cause any problems with it, but I don't think it'll be an issue. Do you guys think it'll be an issue? I don't think so. I don't think it will. 14.25 to 14.5. That would be my little sweet spot there. That's my favorite sweet spot. It looks like it's supposed to sit at 15. But I like 14. 14.25. Yeah, no, that's definitely. I've got my buddy Chuck who might hop in here. that it currently wants his 8-inch board with a 14-inch wheelbase. That's what I love about being able to choose wheelbases, is you can get exactly what you want. Because a great board with a wheelbase you're not used to isn't going to be fun. So you can always get what you want on here. Alrighty, throw my mask on and we'll get through this again. Sorry I'm a little tired today, guys. I'm having a little trouble talking. I took a nap. You're supposed to be like rejuvenated after that. That did not work. I learned that I am more tired after a nap than when I start. Kayaking sounds fun. I want to go. Take me. I'm not liking how slow this thing is. That should help. Ooh, that sounds fun. That sounds really fun. I got a rescue experience. And helpful. That's really cool. You know what, guys? I'm going to take the next two through as well. How about that? Dude, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, let's go skate with David Gravett. That sounds like fun. Let me think. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm on a roll. I'm just going to take them all through. Why not? Looks like you guys are in for a treat. This is the first time I've seen the next shape after this one. Alright, are you guys ready? What's up, Dylan? Good to see you on here. Sorry I haven't been around much. Been super busy. So, you guys know we've had the Aggro shape designed by Lou Ross out of Cincinnati. The template for it was up there. I now understand why it's not there right now. And that would be because right in front of me, I have a stretched Aggro. Look at this thing. This is gonna be fun. Look at that. This thing is hot. I can just hide behind it and I'm not even here. I like this. It has, sorry Dylan, I've been in Pennsylvania I was in Pennsylvania for a while, came home, went straight to Columbus, stopped by LP when I got home. Sam, that thing is awesome. Look, it's just, what? I'm hiding behind this. When you come in here, I'm gonna just be hiding behind this, Sam, and I'm gonna jump out and scare you. That's how that's gonna work. But Dylan, I swung by LP real quick on Sunday evening, but I am gonna be heading out to Cleveland again. So, or I'm gonna be heading out again to Cleveland. So, hey Sam, let them know how they can get this thing, because this thing is awesome. Somebody's gonna want that. I love it. Alright. Always fun to figure out how you're supposed to shape these new shapes. I love it. Shin splitter. It looks so fun, doesn't it? These things are monsters. I love it. Alright, we are gonna get over here and round off those edges. Since I'm doing a ton of them and I don't need a respirator for this part, I'm going to go ahead and take it off. Ooh. Get you guys right over here. And forgive me for the spiel. You know, I got to do it. If you like what you're watching, make sure you double tap that screen so YouTube knows it. Hit that subscribe button. You can turn on notifications for me so then you know when I go live. I'm really bad at making a live schedule. So then you know when I'm here, because I never know when I'm here till I'm here. You can support the channel with buying supers. That just happened. Very new to that. I've got a playlist on my channel called Watch This For Me that boosts my watch hours and gets me closer to watch ads, so maybe I don't have to do this spiel all the time. But the cool thing is, you can just support me by getting me more work. I am the only hourly employee at Life Skateboards. So that means when you go to lifeskateboard.com and get a deck, I get more work, I get to make more skateboards, you get to see more skateboards be made, my bills get paid, everything's great. So work with me. Thanks, guys. This router bit right here rounds off the edges. Give you a closer look at it. And we're going to go ahead and send these boards through that. guy needs a little bit of touch up here. A little bit of touch up. So this one is a stretched Aggro. This is the very first one that's been cut from us. We just made a 15-inch press, so we've got some gigantic skateboards right now. I just do a little bit of touch up. Yeah, it's honestly really fun to grip the really wide boards. I like it. The reason you're watching me get a little bit closer on those there, this is set up for a 7-ply, and those are 6-plies, so I just have to hold it at a weird angle to catch it correctly. Bigger boards are awesome. It's a stretched Aggro. Our normal Aggro is between, I think it's 10 or 10.5. I've had one set up with 215s before, really fun board. That is the very first one like that. I love that that's how skateboarding is. I love it. Oh, we got 6 boards we're taking through here. So we're gonna hop right over here to this step and get moving again. And don't forget, guys, if you're enjoying what you're watching, double tap the screen for me so YouTube knows, or whatever. 1 second here, guys. I've got to send this. I don't think it makes me leave the live to send a message. I don't think it does. Neat. There we go. Get my my keeper on here so I have a moderator. she's at home getting stuff ready for me for this trip. Let me get this guy cleaned off here. Thank you. All right, we're going to start shaping now. Is this a boar, a hog, or a bomber? Bomber. This is a bomber. Ready here. I think what I'll go ahead and do is take each of these through the last 3 steps. So we're gonna go from there to the Mac wheel to the Orbital. And then I can answer questions on the Orbital. Where did I just set that? Right in front of me? Cool. All right. I'm noticing a little bit of touch-up I got to do here. All right. So we are moving on to finishing up this bomber here. Oh, there's Shell. Yeah, postage would be killer. That would be awful. If you order boards from us, though, just order with some friends. International shipping's a flat rate. Talk to my boss, see if he can throw some scraps in there for you. Maybe we'd be able to work something out. Shell, yeah, there's my boss. I have no clue what he would do. But Shell Rippey is a local over here in Indianapolis. She is part of the nonprofit that I'm with, which is Skate Park Respect. We clean up Lawrence Skate Park. Skate Park Respect is an international nonprofit with a goal of improving and growing skate parks through community action. That includes just keeping skate parks clean, working with the cities. If you Google Lawrence Skate Park, you'll see all the work that we've done there for the revitalization of it, and now they're talking expansion. There's no timeline or date on that yet, but for a park that got neglected for over a decade, it's pretty awesome to see what affirmative action in a skate park does. So, let's get to orbital sanding this guy. If you guys, and don't forget, if you like what you're watching, double tap the screen for me. That lets YouTube know you're liking it. Send it to your friends. Share it on your Facebook. Share it on your Instagram. Whatever you can do to help me out, you know what I mean? I appreciate you guys. If a little thing popped up that said, this person liked it, I'd be thanking you individually. But it doesn't do that for me. That would be pretty cool though. But yeah, share it everywhere for me. I know this is a niche thing to enjoy watching, so finding the correct audience for it is important. These lives get into board making, sometimes playing with my dog, doing graphics, talking about sobriety, skateboarding, all kinds of stuff. So if that's what you like, stick around. If that's not what you like, stick around anyway. Maybe you'll like it later. Thank you guys. thank you, Sam. Sam Cook bought a super chat, which is very helpful. Thanks, Sam. You're the bomb. How long have I been shaping for? I think I've been working at Life for like probably 4 years about now. I do the pressing and shaping, sometimes applying graphics, odds and ends around the shop, and all that fun stuff. That's awesome, Channel Teardown. That's pretty cool. But thank you. I'm gonna be real honest with you, Brian. It's not just for the kids. It's a little bit selfish. I want a better skate park. I love to skate. I hated seeing all the negativity that was getting pushed everywhere. Skate park, Rachel Sewer got put up, but it kind of inspired us to get our ass in here. Huge thank you to Brian Wilson, who is the Skate Park Respect Ambassador for Pensacola before he moved. He was the guy that got me involved. One of my friends had a memorial at a skate park that got tagged, and I cleaned it up, and that was part of what got Brian talking to me about joining Skate Park Respect, and having a nonprofit behind me gave me the confidence to go towards the city with my community and get some stuff done. San Diego to Miami. That is so rad. I hope you I have to check that out later. Tear down, is there a video of that? That's before everybody else started doing that. Hey, thank you, Joe. Oh, I wish I could hit celebrate and stuff. Oh man, I really wish there was a video. Shell, yeah. Woo. Remember, guys, you can buy supers like Shell and Sam did to support the channel. I have never gotten enough to withdraw it yet. I think this is like the 5th live I've been monetized on. A little bit more watch hours, and then I'll be at watch ads and whatnot. So I enjoy doing these for you guys. So if you like to support the channel, that's what you can do. Thank you so much. I need to figure out something fun that I do. Can you volunteer for your nonprofit if you live in Indy? So it's not my nonprofit. So it's Skate Park Respect, which is an organization out of Oceanside, California, if I'm remembering correctly. Don't be mad at me, Skate Park Respect, if I'm incorrect. But, hey, thank you. Stay in your lane, you're rad. But you can check the website. I know Ambassador Program might be a little closed right now, but you can get a hold of them through the Instagram. They basically just give you guidelines on what to do. Just met him within the last month. He's really rad, really excited to see his recovery. It's awesome to see all that. I'm very proud of him. I don't really have, his legacy to skateboarding is undeniable, and his powerful message of sobriety is going to help so many people. So it's really awesome to be around that. Whoa, you found Veriflex heels? Veriflex heels? That's awesome. Those are some classics right there. That's correct. Really excited about the band's sobriety journey. Oh, definitely. I agree with you. If wheelbases were something people focused on instead of kind of just ignoring, it would have changed a lot. Now people are starting to focus on it. It's pretty rad. Yeah, I'm extremely grateful that he had us out there. Very grateful. Yeah, Brian, stay lame, man. This is my favorite hat, by the way. This is a low card team hat I won in a Skate Bus Midwest contest. That's pretty rad. Actually, that's cool. I met Mike V like 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks ago at the Mike V and the Rats concert? I was working with Live Nation to give away tickets, and it just so happened that the first concert I'm giving away tickets to is Mike V and the Rats. Right? Stay in your lane. That's just like something that's not common knowledge all of a sudden. All of a sudden, that didn't make very much sense now, did it? Oh, thanks, crazy holy shit. If you guys are liking what you're watching, don't forget to double tap that screen for me. Make one, sweaty. We will ship anywhere for you, so you got the boards and everything handled. But make one. I hope there's more just disconnected skaters in your area that can get connected. Yeah, Shell gets sessions going for our local community. She just started using social media and the people she knew. Actually, Shell, if you want to talk about Lady Skate Squad a little bit, if you could kind of fill the chat with that for me. I'm not sure if live links work in here, but I'm sure people will be able to follow you on that. That would work. I bet you could create like a collective of a bunch of small town skate things where people like travel to each other's communities, and then small town communities get interconnected, and then small communities become big communities. Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be pretty rad. These Celsius things are nice. I've been trying to cut down on sugar. I like them. Tasty. All right. Getting on to the next one here. We've got 5 more boards to shape. This is a big stinger. Right here. Nice little juts out right above the truck bed. I skated the normal stinger before I made my own shape. Ooh, Sam's coming up with all the good names. Small town skates connected by underground tunnels. I sure do, Basho. It's like meditation for me. I'm liking the conversations happening here. Keep it up, guys. You guys probably think I'm in like deep thought while I'm over here making skateboards, but really I'm sitting there like I wonder what I'm eating for dinner. Life Skateboards! That would be Sam Cook's business. He's actually in the chat. Sam is the owner and I am the sole hourly employee. If you want a board of your own, you can get one at lifeskateboard.com. Do you sell your boards too? Yes, we do. I just accidentally answered that before I read the question. Lifeskateboard.com has over 77 shapes. We have some unreleased shapes that are on the Life Instagram. That's Life Skateboards 1010. Those unreleased shapes are some of the ones you're going to see here. We started the live off pushing everything through the first 2 steps, and now we're just going to do the last 3 steps, rushing, not really rushing, but going through them pretty quickly. Shell corrected herself, said boards, not bores, but we have a bore shape right there. I don't know what you're talking about, Shell. Jeez. That's the bore over there, in case you were wondering. Jeez, Shell. Come on now. I don't know either, man. Go get a moldy orange and throw it at somebody, Shell. Just so you're aware, Shell, I found a moldy orange outside the barn at the castle. Are they all balanced to one of the 3 areas, left, center, right? I don't know what I'm being asked here. I'm very confused on what's going on here. Old dusty old orange. Joe and I have an inside joke about that. Whoa. Well, Sweaty Freddy, maybe it just needs the motivation of random strangers telling you to do it. Go do it. Without knowing any of the work you've done already, go do it. Teach them old folks to skate. There we go, Sweaty Freddy. Hey, what's up, Cass? What's up, Zeke? Is that Zeke that just ordered a board that I met at Majors? Or is that another Zeke? I cannot believe that 2 Zekes exist in this universe. That's a challenge when you're the opposite schedule of the city you're going to have to try to work with. But hey, swell though, dude. I actually carried your board into the next room to be shaped. Last night? Yeah, I think it got moved last night, Zeke. Ban your swell though, by the way. Maybe it's the same Zeke. I think there's only one Zeke in the whole world, and he's in our chat right now. You're special, Zeke. I think that's the truth. I think so. And I won't accept the possibility of being wrong. Well, Shell, I have news for you. He's in the chat right now, all right? This is your son, Zeke. Glad you guys met each other. You're welcome. See, Shell, please, Zeke, don't correct your name for me. There we go. See, and that's what this whole YouTube thing is about, bringing families together. Look at that. Look what we did here, guys. Good job, Zeke and Shell. I'm liking this. You guys make these lives so entertaining and fun. I love it. Thank you to whoever's blowing up that like button right now. Remember, if you double tap the screen, it lets YouTube know that you like it. There we go. Hey, thanks, Crazy Shiz. Appreciate you. You're the bomb. Gotta be a little tedious on those bump outs there. Have a good night, Shell. Hope you feel better. Yeah, Shell, tell Zeke to behave. It's important. I swear, Zeke, I'll tell your mom on you. Alright guys. Okay, real quick here. Shell is not here anymore. Everybody go do me a favor and go on Instagram, look up Lady Skate Squad, go surprise her, fill up her, send her a bunch of followers and subscribers, share it for her. She's doing a really great thing in Indianapolis, creating a safe place for women to skate. Great place that encourages young women as well as women of all ages just to get to a skate park and have a safe place to skate. So I'm sure if everybody went and blew up her Instagram, that would be a lot of encouragement for her. Give her some more reach so she can reach more people, and I think that would be awesome. Can I give you a tour of the shop? And what shape is this? I just did, this is the big stinger right here. We have a stinger as well. I'll give you a quick tour of the shop. Yes, that is correct, Casper's Keeper. Shell is the best. I just noticed that my charge is really low, so I will warn you guys, I'm probably not going to move the tripod around too much for the rest of the live here because I want to keep you guys alive. Quick tour of the shop here. Now we're going to do this a couple times throughout lives. If you're watching yesterday, we got a big veneer order in yesterday that we got sorted. This is the raw veneer that becomes boards. We pull out 7 plies for standard, sometimes 6, sometimes 8. Roll the glue by hand right here. The reason we roll the glue by hand is we want to ensure that every ply inside of your skateboard has full coverage on it. Glue machine skips the top, bottom ply, and the cross bands. And then we put them in these presses. We've got several different presses with several different molds. We've got the wide press here. This is the long press, which also has the youth press. It can fit a mellow press and the new 15-inch monster press. And then this is our standard press for boards about 925 and below. After those boards are in the press for 24 hours, they cure in a stack of their own concave for at least a week. After they're cured, Sam takes one of these uncuts and puts the truck holes in right here on this drill press. Once the truck holes are in there, Sam can attach that uncut to the template. Sam makes all these templates. All these are the different shapes that you can get from us. Once he has that board uncut attached to the template, he comes over here, runs that template along this bearing, and this router bit cuts out the shape. When I get the shape, the edge is not at a 90 to the concave, so we bring it over here, bring it to a 90, then this can round it off, this cleans it up, this cleans it up a little bit more, and then we bring it over here for the last step on the orbital before graphics are applied. If you'll give me a second here, we'll go take a quick trip to the studio, make sure I got my keys and everything. I think this is the first time we've taken a trip to the studio where it's not dark outside and I tell you to hold my hand because I'm scared. Oh, here comes a Sam. I see a Sam. There's going to be a double live in a second here. Ah! I found Sam. Whoa. Whoa. This is scary. I'm going to show him the lino blocks. Yeah, there is a daytime sometimes. They are extremely strong. Popsicles are $70 and then shapes go up from there. So if you go to lifeskateboard.com, you can check out what shapes we got, get yourself exactly what you want. My best example of boards being extremely strong, the 8-ply has had cars parked on it, and I sold a coffin 7-ply to a girl at Ball State. It got ran over end to end and she needed new trucks and not a new board. But yeah, check us out. All right, so this is the studio over here. This is where all the boards get printed. This is where they get sprayed. And we print all of our graphics with hand-carved lino blocks. This is the one of my doggy right here. We've got all kinds of them. Majority carved by artist Ben Blakely. This is my signature graphic. We sell blanks. I mean, you can get a blank board, but it's going to be the same price. We're selling you the quality. So you can get a basic graphic for that 70. Yep, Sam is not only in the chat, but he's here. And he's the boss man. And a great friend. But all right. We're going to get back here to shaping. Better get back to work. The boss is going to crack the whip. He hasn't heard that I said that yet. He doesn't like that. Whoops. Go, Sam. Hold up, guys. I didn't do a thing. I'm real good at just leaving doors wide open. He's looking for me. This is fun. We do ship all over the world. It's a flat rate for international shipping. Ooh, we're getting back to shaping in a minute here. Got my steps in on that tour for you. Do pushes count as steps? I don't know. I have no clue. Alrighty. So let me get this phone plugged in. Of course. And if you like what you're watching, don't forget to double tap the screen, hit subscribe, all that fun crap. And you can get one of those boards at lifeskateboard.com. And if you really, really want to support the stream, you can buy supers, things like that. So, thanks, bud. I appreciate it. What's the point? I like that. You guys, I've got a couple subscribers now that have really cool things for me to just say their name, like what's the point, and stay in your lane. Things that I say a lot. You guys are fun. I like you. I think I'll keep you. All right, and we are going to go ahead to another mid-twin here. Right? Depends on how many there are to shape. Today there were 8 to shape for me. If you guys order more, there's just going to be more for me to shape, you know? Gerardo Navarro said, do you really have to do that? I'm a little confused by your question. Do I have to do the steps that it takes to make a high quality handcrafted skateboard from Life Skateboards? I guess so. What happens if you leave it? That's a great question, actually. Now I'm liking the way you worded that. Give me a moment and I'll show you. So, if you were to finish out a board without actually rounding the edges, this is what it would look like. Real square, real weird, fun, right? Now, if I don't do that step right there, the edge looks like this. So once you put on that router bit there, the edge is round, but it's not clean. So this step here removes any excess glue and cleans up the edge, makes it good and ready for the customer. Good question, Guerrero. Sorry that I, Gerardo Navarro. I just combined both your names, my bad. But good question, sorry I misunderstood it. That step also removes a lot of excess glue, but sometimes when there's a lot of it, I don't want to remove a ton there, that way I don't mess with the rail, if that makes sense. Let me get this plugged in, because we are getting low as we go here. All right. Get a new disc here. Brand new. I don't know why I have all these used ones put up. trolling. The internet's a great place. Well, Arne, we were talking about his wood. I guess we're gonna just take that literally and say wood from here. No, actually, this is Great Lakes maple. I'm in Indiana here, Indianapolis. You want maple that's grown north because of long winters and slow growth, has a tighter grain and gives you stronger wood. So, it's a good, simple question. It doesn't come from right here. It comes from Great Lakes in the northern areas. Indiana's a little bit too far south to make good maple. But good question, Arda. I think that was a good way to do that. Thank you, Casper's Keeper. I've recently learned that I can pin messages to the chat, and I'm going to go ahead and pin that one. Thank you very much. As Casper's Keeper said, you can always go to lifeskateboard.com. So these right here are some Americas. I only skate high tops. I've got pin, plate, and screw holding this fibula together. But I was down at Killer Skate Park a couple years ago for their mini ramp contest. I won that, and it was a pair of shoes. They didn't carry the Crockett's I had, so I got some kick around shoes that I've had for the last year or so. I really like them. Unfortunately, I just don't skate anything besides high tops. Guys, if you're watching, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. It lets YouTube know that you like what you're watching. It's the easiest and most simple way to support what I'm doing. Somehow this charger is not charging my phone. That's super cool. Somebody come over here and beat it up for me. What you doing, charger? Got a magnetic charger that's not working on my phone for some reason. Here's what we're gonna do. Stay with me. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to try to take the case off of my phone while I'm on a live. Let's hope this works. Ah, stuff is happening. I'm not liking it. And we're back. Whew, that was scary. Wait. Did someone just get an accidental timeout? Oh no, I hope not. We're gonna find that out later. Oops. There we go, now it's charging. Apparently this case that is supposed to be made to charge magnetically through won't charge. Yeah, I was a big Fallen guy. I worked in a shop that carried Fallen, so I was a big Fallen guy at that point. Really liked the Patriots. I liked the like leopard print ones. Those were always fun. But then I made the switch to Vans Highs, and now I skate the Vans Crockett's. I'll show you guys my next pair. That's fun, right? Keep you entertained. So I have one superstition in skateboarding. I've always painted my shoes. One time I went to a contest without painting my shoes and broke my leg. I'm not one for superstitions, but when that kind of stuff happens, you just kind of keep it up. So these were originally the gray Crockett's. Dyed them, did all these dots individually. Really stoked on them. If you saw the graphic that I did yesterday, you'll understand my colorways. Thanks, Zeke. I like them a lot. I'm thinking of doing that for people. Oh, man, I kind of want to get those. That sounds cool. Fallens to walk around in. Crockett's and skating. Definitely does. And a really smart idea for the shoes. I skated the Vans Highs for a while, and I just happened to get a pair of Crockett's. Don't remember which skate shop I got it from, but got a pair of Crockett's and just really liked how the toe cap worked. Sweet, Sam, awesome. Jerry's the customer that I'm gonna do his graphic for him, so that's gonna be exciting. Really like the Crockett's, and now I go over to Minus Skate Shop to get my Crockett's. Nick also ordered my insoles as well. Toenail Clips said yes, up up the caps. I like your name, Toenail Clips. Do you like post? I really hope you post skate clips. I really hope so. Yes, agreed. I used to hate high tops so the break in my fibula is right here. So it really does protect it. I've got that pin plate and screw still in there, so. What's up, Shoshi? Thanks for tuning in. I also like the Crockett's because after you wear them for a little bit, the high top part gets real flexy. So I don't know if you Did I post any clips? I do like the ankle breaker Smith grinds where your foot's completely sideways. I used to think things like that wouldn't be possible in high tops, and they are. Yes. Toenail clips. Can I subscribe from here? Dang it. Alright, screenshotting both you guys. There we go. Now I'll be able to add you later. How many boards do you make daily? Depends on the orders. Today there were 8 to make, and I know there's going to be some more cut after I'm done. But really just depends on you guys. If you order more boards, there's going to be more to make. I lace them up. I do like to feel them a little bit tight. I don't know. I have quite a bit of mobility. We do custom boards. You would have to contact Sam through the Life Instagram. But if you go on our website, lifeskateboard.com, you're going to see over 77 shapes to choose from. Lots of customization on there. Hey, great. That's trial and error is the best way to work towards this. That's usually the biggest deterrent. So you being stoked to try again is awesome. That's the cool thing about skateboarding. It's all personal, but it's awesome though that you've tried. You know what I mean? That's a lot of people in skateboarding create preferences without trying things, which I think is pretty dumb. I had the opportunity to work in a skate shop and just try a bunch of different crafts. I even tried small local brands that gave me heel bruises, all kinds of stuff. Those brands are gone now, but well, you'll learn. I mean, you can watch our lives. We don't have any secrets. We show everything here at Life Skateboard. Because at the end of the day, you're going to do something different than what we're doing. So we're going to encourage you to try and always do something different than what the industry is doing. Always strive for being better than the factory. That's my best advice for you, man. Sorry that you didn't ask for advice and I gave it. I'm notorious for unsolicited advice. There we go. Well, thanks for being receptive to it. All right, there's another twin, mid-twin. Woo! Wait a minute. Yeah, it's mid-twin. Ooh, I set that down and realized it needs a little bit more love right here. Oh, one cool thing that I rarely talk about on here, you can always get your board square top edged. That's where we're going to route the bottom, but we'll leave this top edge, give it an edge to it at least, and then we're going to hand sand it so it's not super sharp. Thank you, toenail clips. Yep. Yeah, we can. The most customizable thing on the website is gonna be your wheelbase. But what's cool about these lives is if you got a shape where you say like, I want the center width, I want the wheelbase width, I want your truck bed width, I want your nose and tail width. I'm right here with the tape measure, so you can ask me. But all right, I'm gonna toss this over here, and we're gonna get going with the big boy boards. These are out of our new gigantic press. Why? Because why the hell not, right? All right, I'm super tired. I'm getting into the slap happy mode I was in last night. Enjoy it. So we do dyed veneer, but the other cool thing we do is, so we don't apply any of our graphics with heat transfers or anything like that. We use lino blocks, so we can take that original ink, roll it on there for you, and the same exact thing happens. So lately I've been doing my boards purple and pink. Every park that I go to has little purple and pink lines across it. I love it. Do you ever make an egg-shaped board? All the time, actually. We've been making eggs for a long time. We actually called them footballs because we had them for a while. Eggs are not symmetrical in nature, so that's why we called it a football. We've got a dino egg. We've got some symmetrical eggs. We've got the twin egg. We've got the mega roll, which is the new gigantic one. We can do wheel wells as well. Here, actually. Here is a board with wheel wells on it. Right there. They are put in by hand with a jig. We've got a jig on a horse over here where we put those in. Right there. But yeah, we can do everything. Thank you. Yeah, Sam kills it with those wheel wells. I put my own wheel wells in my own board, and I can't get them to line up. I'm bad at it. Sam's the master at all this stuff. Very grateful to be learning this kind of stuff from him. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hop over here, do those big boards while the board's charging. Let me do this so if anybody's watching, they can see the website here. Maybe in between. There's probably a glare, but it is what it is. I'm going to shape these three, and then we're going to get back over here so I can talk a little more on the Orbital. And then I'm going to put the graphic on Jerry's board. Stoked on that. Stoked I'm getting to see Jerry too. He's one of my favorite people. No offense to everybody else. You're all special, I promise. All right, I'm going to get to shaping in just a second here. Magic. If you're in the chat now, you can just talk about where you're from, how you got into skateboarding, what was your first skateboard, what's your favorite trick, all that fun stuff. Share that with each other. I think those are fun conversations to go back and watch. I do go back and watch the chat from times that I didn't get to watch it or read it. So entertain me for later, guys. Ow. I pinched my nose hair. Whoa, you're all the way in New Zealand? That's rad. I didn't realize that. Oh, hey, Just Shred Crew. That was rad. Shape it. Shape it real good. Huh. Yeah, I met you at the Westside DIY when I was out there. That was rad. Yeah, dude, I'm waiting for somebody to get some T-hangers and throw it on this thing. Throw a set of T-hangers on each side. That would be rad. I want to see that. Let me think. Dirty Weasel 666 on YouTube. This one's actually. This one is 13, but we do have a 14.6. That's right. All right, this is the first one of these that's been shaped. This is seems to be a stretched aggro out of our new press. out of some brand new presses with brand new separators. So even though they have more surface area, there's a little less cleanup on the Orbital. Have I ever had a board fly out of my hands to the door? This Mac wheel used to grab the boards out of my hand because I would lift them up above the wheel a little too high, grab the tail and throw it. It's also grabbed my hair and tried to kill me. Do I skate? Yes, I do, Team Pokemon. If you'd like to, you can check my channel or check my Instagram at Stranger Casper. Nubs, you can always go to lifeskateboard.com, contact my boss. He's the one that handles all customs. I'm sure he could figure something out with you. Sorry we were so brief at the DIY as well. Had a lot of fun. I got real focused on that Miller foot finger foot that he was filming for me. And then it was time to go. Oh, but you guys, I don't know how many hot dogs and hamburgers Head ate while we were out there, but that was funny. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sand these down. We're gonna get those done, and we're gonna go in the other building and do a nice graphic for buddy Jerry. Since we're going ahead and doing this on live, I'm gonna clock out for his graphic and do that on my time and do a little collage for him. He's not watching, so he'll get a little surprise. Not a collage, but a Casper collage. I'm sure he'll like it. Here. If you guys have any questions about board making, how to get a board, skateboarding, sobriety, all that fun stuff, feel free to ask, feel free to talk about it, and if you're liking what you're watching, don't forget to double tap that screen so YouTube knows you like it. Thank you. It was the footage from his latest cover. I seem to be like missing messages in the chat sometimes here. Not sure how that's happening. That's one monster down in shape. Ooh, Sci-Fi Fantasy's new video. Oh yeah, I need to see that. I saw some little bits of that today. I also saw there was a Steve Hates Skateboarding about gifted hater, which I kind of want to watch. That sounds pretty funny. Who remembers when he used to rap over his own video parts? Because that's what makes me know it's all a bit, and it's funny, and I enjoy it. What's that? I don't even know. That's a really cool emoji, and I'm going to find it after we're done here, because that's rad. Thanks, John. You're just showing them all to me? I can't see that one. That's a log. Is that a log? This is kind of like a log. Oh! I got some plans with Jerry's board. I'm always missing everything. Oh man, we can talk about the McRib, but we don't need to do that. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate that. Remember, guys, you can always buy supers to support the channel directly. Another way to support me and get more work is to order a board at lifeskateboard.com. Time. I'm finishing up shaping this big guy here, and then I'll be on the Orbital with the first stretched Aggro. I would call it stretched Aggro. There's no name for it yet. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to name it. But the first of this shape behind me, I'll hit on the Orbital in just a second here, and then I'm gonna do my buddy Jerry's graphics. Graphic on there. No, he wasn't struggling. He was having fun. He was just goofing around. He's used to super tight trucks, so I assume that was him just pretending to throw himself around really hard on loose trucks. But yeah, that was funny. In all honesty, he might have been making fun of me, and I think that's even better. It was really fun. That board just is so fun. I've got a video. Luke was skating in the park barefoot on it. He was just the smile made me smile. You know what I mean? That made me happy to see him on that. I remember the first time he saw the other one, he goes, "This thing is bigger than Head's head." Bam has a friend named Paul that he calls Head because he has a gigantic head. Head's real nice. He took us around Philadelphia, took us to Skinny Joe's. It was a great time. Those guys are great. Giving each other shit all day. It was so fun. So fun to be around. scared of loud equipment, but I will say I did notice the viewership go down while the Orbital was on. Now that it's off, it jumped back up again. Yesterday I turned the saw on and it just died. Nobody wanted to listen to the saw. All right. Last one, and then we're gonna go do a graphic. This is the first of this shape to ever be cut. Really stoked on this. It's gonna probably require a little more love than the other shapes, as I couldn't get the drum in between here. Or whatever that is. Oops, I'm calling equipment the wrong name. My bad. All right. I think that's a good one. Aggro Extreme. What do you guys think? So Sam is the owner of the company there. This is a new shape here. We have a smaller version of this shape called the Aggro. It's designed by Lou Ross out of Cincinnati. He used to run Fickle skateboards. I like the Aggro Extreme. What do you guys think? I like that name a lot, Sam. And then when we do the one with the stretched wheelbase, we can call it the Aggro Extremer. Or Extremist. I don't know if we should go with that one actually, Sam. I don't think that's a good idea. I changed my mind. As I said it, I heard it. I didn't mean to do that. My bad, guys. What? Thank you, Sticky Art. You hopped in at a perfect time. This is a new shape. It's never been cut here before. I'm really stoked to see how it shapes. Sam, this thing is going to be deadly. I mean, I was tempted to... So those big pan heads we made, I was skating ledges with them, which is a challenge. I'm trying to front 50, big spin out. The shinners I got from that thing, and now we're making this. I'm just gonna have craters in my shin. This thing is insane, isn't it? I think we just donned it the Aggro Extreme. Tin Shredder 9000. What if somebody got this as a square top? Dude, you just not have any legs anymore. Only place I know done live. Thank you. I appreciate that, Bobby. I appreciate that. Dude, did we run into each other at Columbus and I was on an hour of sleep and I didn't even get to meet you? I just stuttered pretty hard on that, but that's a bummer. I'm kind of bummed on that. Next time I'm down there, I'm gonna hit you up so that we can meet and like actually skate together in a not overwhelming situation like a contest. Okay, Bobby? Okay. I was gonna say I left the contest and was like, dude, I didn't meet that Bobby guy. So good on me that I didn't like meet you and forget. But we'll meet sometime. What's your local park? I saw your picture had you. Hey, it's alright, that takes priority every time. That always takes priority. Always. Okay, you met at Greenwood. I'm just got the memory of a comatose goldfish, so sorry about that. But we'll skate together when I'm not overwhelmed at some point, I'm sure. All right, so now it's time to give these edges some extra love here. This is, like I said, this is the first time this has been shaped. So learning the best ways to go about this while you guys are watching me here. So forgive me if I start focusing heavily on this. You're watching me figure something out. Disc on here. Well, once I get back from this trip, I'm going to be getting back to skating a little bit more around at my local parks. I usually spend a lot of time at Lawrence Park. There's a saying, oh, there's a Malachi. What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
Is my dad back here?
He's probably at the studio.
Okay. Sorry if I'm interrupting. I was going to see if you guys wanted any tomatoes at all.
Oh, that's awesome. Sure, yeah.
I don't know if you eat tomatoes, but...
Yeah, Morgan will love them, so...
Oh, yeah, okay. Let's see. Maybe like 3 or 4? Or...
Yeah, 3 or 4 sounds great.
Yeah, you see our garden probably. It's just like overproducing and we're not eating too many, so...
Awesome, thank you.
And then our neighbor got some eggs. We're trading. My goal is I'm gonna trade up. Hopefully, I'll get a Lamborghini by the end of this.
Yeah.
Trading up challenge.
That'll be awesome.
I've seen those videos on YouTube.
Right on.
Hey, enjoy.
Right on. Thank you. Tomatoes. Rad. That's cool. I got fresh tomatoes today, guys. Look at that. Casper's Keeper's like, God, he's bringing tomatoes home. Oh, that's awesome. All right, back to touching these edges up here, and then we're gonna get to a graphic. Pop your board into your knee. That's a good way to wake up right there. Sounds like you were winding down from your day and gave yourself a nice little wake up. Bottom edge needing a little cleaning. All right, now we're going to do another rail. I mean, that's a fair trade. When your daughter takes over your board, that's all right. I don't have much of a comparison for that besides my dog taking my board. I used to skate with Rip It Rampage, his little Frenchie bulldog. He liked to take my board, but we did make his boards. Check him out, by the way. I haven't checked on him in a while. Touch up on the bottom ply, and then we're gonna be done. That was a lie. We're gonna move on to graphic application next. So since we're moving from one to another, if you guys are enjoying watching this, share this for me. Share it on your Facebook, Instagram, to your friends, text your grandma. I don't care. She can hit a link. That has to be so rewarding. That has to be really rewarding, I bet. All right, so here is the first Aggro Extreme. All right, real quickly here. So I am gonna screenshot so I can clock out. And the rest of this is gonna be on my time. Gonna do my buddy's graphic up. Yeah, and we're gonna go from there. I might even show you guys my new concept for a new shape. The Casper 3.0 is on its way. Alrighty here. So he got the double knuckle with wheel wells. I'm gonna clean it up a bit. I think I'm going. Alrighty. So like I said, I'm going to do his graphic up a little bit. I'm going to go grab some tape to tape off a stripe here. Since he's got a green top, green to blue, I'm going to do some color, play with some colors on there. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do here will be a pretty simple version of what we would call a Casper collage. That's just me doing my thing on the graphic. On the website there is a collage option, so if you select that and then put Casper collage in the notes, that's what's going to happen. So what I'm going to do here is just do a green stripe up here so it matches that top ply. Then when he cuts his grip tape out, he's going to have a nice little strip of green and a strip of green on the bottom. So let's see here, I want this to be, if it's 2 inches wide, it's going to be just shy of the wheel well. I'm gonna double check that distance all the way down. 2, 2, 2. Widens up on the tail a bit. 2. There we go. So that's ready for in there. Right at 2. I like that. Alrighty. So we're gonna go ahead and take this up to the studio. What's up, Oliver? Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna take this up to the studio. I'm gonna do the graphic up on here. I'm gonna do a nice green stripe up the side of this here. Remove the tape and then apply a double graphic of probably the Lori graphic. Wow! Thank you, Oliver Funnybone, for the $10 thank you. That's awesome. You are the bomb. Is it possible to order one of those Shin Destroyer 9000s with the razor top edges? Yes, you can, Andrew. I love that, Andrew. So if you order any board from us, you can always get the top edge razored. Just tell us to square top the edge. We'll route the bottom, leave the top uncut, and then what I do is I take one of these 150s, just kind of round it off by hand. That way it doesn't split when you land the board upside down. I will say that's gonna be a very sharp edge on that 6-ply. Maybe go with the 7-ply if you want to go with that. You know what? If you're looking for a very sharp tank, make it an 8-ply, man. That might be even more fun. But all right, we're gonna head over to the studio now. Looks like I think I've got enough charge to make this work, but just in case, let's be smart. Bring a magnetic charger. Working in this workshop, in this wood shop, made all the ports on my phone stop working. But on the way over there, let's show you guys something cool. All right. Six ply Sam. Let's make it sharp. He wants daggers over there. Oh, let's see. Here's a little sneak peek at something that I've been working on. It's a sneak peek. We're still messing with the nose, but Casper 3.0. I'm liking that. Give myself a knuckle nose, a little more surface area in the front for crooked grinds. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a while, but we'll get it there. All right, and it's time to move on to graphics while I try not to drop you guys. Jeez, you guys just about fell right on the concrete. Been working a lot, haven't been able to tune in the past few days. Hey, thank you so much for the support, Oliver. Always appreciate it. You didn't get to see it, but some of the guys got to see that it is daytime here sometimes. It's night now. We're finding out if Sam's doing graphics or if I'm doing graphics right now. Where'd Mark go? He was a fun person in the chat last night. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I did like a 5.5-hour live yesterday. That was pretty fun. Sam? Can I do graphics? All right, sweet. The live caught Malachi being super nice and giving me tomatoes. That was awesome. Yes. I told him I would like at the same time. Yeah, I can do that. So what's the graphic supposed to be? Just the 5-ply?
Green 5-ply. I mean, if you just want to do splatter, I can do 5 tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, Xander, who's been on the live a lot.
Okay.
He was the one getting talked to about substance use yesterday by random people in the chat, which was super cool. All right.
Are you still going?
Yep. Yes, I am. We got double lives here. Uh-oh. Am I frozen?
Looks like it.
Am I frozen, or is Sam's phone frozen? Oh, absolutely. Stay in your lane. I will answer all those. It was very fun out at Castle Van. What should I use for? Here we go. Cardboard. There we go. Sam's showing off some graphics for you guys. Yours is just frozen, dude. Well, Sam's just got a bad connection here.
Comments are coming through.
Yeah, Morgan's saying that there's no problem. It's all
I don't
Sam.
trust her.
Well, yeah, we shouldn't. We should trust
Her
Why?
last name is Keeper.
Yeah, that's true. Keeper. I already know her. Pieces of veneer. Scoopers.
We need to bring more scraps up. There's some here.
Sweet. Thank you. I'm gonna do green, black, and white, so I think that's enough. All right, so
Should I mute?
maybe, I don't know. So I'm gonna roll this line here I already taped off on the live.
When you are done with that, can you clean up that stuff too at the same time?
Yes, I
Can you do top rather? It's easier to do beforehand.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad Sam's here because I've been doing my own graphics lately, so I don't do top graphics on my own. But Jerry needs the top graphics.
Hard to top.
Green on green for the top graphics. We're gonna see how that looks. We're gonna find out. Does he do a weird wheelbase or is this symmetrical?
It's symmetrical.
Alright, so these are hand carved reverse images. Kind of like a big stamp, the majority carved by artist Ben Blakely. This one was Fat Ram Tattoo. What's his name, Sam? It's Fat Ram Tattoo.
Brad, though. Andrew's friend.
Andrew Allen's friend did the top graphic for us. That green on green looks good.
You like going back to the shop before we leave?
I think so. You need me to take stuff over there?
Yeah, and if you can bring the boards back here that you shaped.
Yeah. And bring that stack back over here, guys. So there's the top graphic there. Now I'm gonna roll that line I told you about. I'm excited to see Jerry. He's coming, right?
Yeah,
Good.
you're giving that to him there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I'm
Did we get a pan head for Kevin?
bummed about that. What kind? The big one?
I guess
He
he's
never ordered one.
right. He messaged me.
I mean, you can take what we got.
And is there any possibility of an 8-inch popsicle with a 14-inch wheelbase? Chuck.
Oh, that quick?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, I could try to come over here in the morning, or even.
I think it's advanced notice. I mean,
I found out on my way here.
I mean, I could cut it tomorrow for it to be cut shaped graphic sprayed. I don't know.
Right. Well, we're still finding out what day we're leaving. I get told Chuck he'll have an hour and a half notice when I know.
I mean, if it's Friday, it wouldn't be a problem.
Wouldn't hurt to have an 8-inch pop like that anyway. There's that 8.5 downstairs. Is that spoken for? Or has that been sitting there?
I'm not sure which one.
There's an 8.5, the green 8.5 with the rat graphic on it.
That one right there?
Yes. Alright. Here's Jerry's stripe. Jerry was a race car driver. It's okay if you don't get my Primus joke, guys. Sam's gonna laugh. He's just gotta hear it on the live first. Ha! There it is! Alright, so we got a nice contrasting green on there. Jerry liked the Lori graphic, right?
He has a more graphic.
Does he want a different one, you think?
I don't know. He ordered one of the original signed ones.
Oh, somebody said too bad you couldn't do a Black Sabbath one. Can I show him the Douglas Dex graphic? So
yeah, if anybody wanted to order that, I think he would be stoked on it too.
yeah,
It's like 3 doors down, I think. 3 or 4.
3 doors down.
3 or 4.
You still listen to them?
I never listened to them because
Listen, X103 was what I listened to at one point. So we got a friend, Alex Rowland, over in Cleveland that does Douglas Dex, and he did the Black Sabbath font. If you want one of these, I'm sure he would not mind that and would be pretty stoked on it. Going to his house in a couple days.
alright, so you're gonna splatter this.
Yep. With green, right?
Well, green is the graphic color. But is this that ink splatter or anything really just for some different color?
Yeah.
And he said, I don't know.
I
Sounded
told
like
him.
he was counting on you to do it.
Yeah, if there's some water in here, I'll get it. I had used like wet ink and gone like that on a board, and he really liked it. But sorry, I'm not too attentive right now, guys. Lori graphic? My graphic? What does Jerry want? It's a tough decision. Should it be a symmetrical one? I did the wolf for him the first time.
Don't do the wall.
Huh? Don't do the wolf?
Don't do the wall. We already did it.
It was the original one we did for him, like, real fancy on the Lori graphic, or would a double print be cool for us? Alright, I'm gonna do it.
One other thing. Can you just take these downstairs?
Yes. Like right now?
No, it doesn't have to be right now.
Alright.
Just before you make it.
Alright. Need help?
What are you trying to say?
I don't know, man. You're completely independent. I'm never gonna ask you that again.
Give me that copy.
The what?
And the copy.
Coffee. Where's the Lori graphic?
Thank you. It's in there. I saw it today.
I might just be blind. It took me a second yesterday, too.
It's not there. Not there. Is it up there? Is it on the screen?
No. Oh, right here. Yeah, it is. It was right where Sam said it was. Sorry, guys.
So this right here, these papers and this board, take that to the studio.
Okay. They also said that they saw someone riding a motorcycle wearing that boot. So now you have to ride a motorcycle everywhere, Sam. It's important.
That's dangerous.
He said that's dangerous, guys. Sorry.
Drive left-footed.
Oh, this will look cool. It'll wrap right around the wheel wells. All right, that's what he's getting. That is what she said. All right, black and white here. Black first. All right, sorry for the lack of attention here. We're gonna do a double print on the Lori graphic. So this is my dog right here. We did a graphic for her. Yeah, this is a Life skateboard. This is our double knucklehead. Not every shape was designed by Andy Anderson. We've been making shapes for a very, very, very long time. The knucklehead is one of our older shapes. The double knuckle is just symmetrical. All right, that's placed real well there. Roll it onto there with a hardware roller, and that'll transfer the ink really well. I know I'm shaking you guys all over the place right now. My bad on that. You know what? We're gonna go a little crazy on Jerry's board here today. He's getting a bunch of extra stuff. Be like Jerry. Be real nice to us, and maybe every once in a while you'll get really special graphics. Wow, I am really liking how this is pulling off here. Alright, so there's the base there. Really like that. The truck hole lined up with her eye pretty perfectly. But alrighty. I'm gonna add the wolf and cat to it as I'm sorry, how much does it cost for a custom print? So if you want a collage or something like this, I think it's $20 extra on there. You have to check the website. I might be incorrect on that. As far as custom, like full-on photorealistic custom prints, we don't do that because that would require a heat transfer. And while that is the general method of the industry, we believe that damages the quality of the skateboard. We would never transfer that type of image onto the customer. If you want the dog graphic, you just order it and put "I want the Lori graphic" in the notes. Thanks, great question. I know him, met him recently. I hope he'd say that. Like to call him a friend, but I've only known him for a couple of months. Hoping being around sober people is good for him. And I kind of think that might have had something to do with it. And then Luke's just absolutely amazing skateboarding is probably... I mean, that and Luke's just a rad dude in general, too. All right, so now we're gonna go for the white here. Luke absolutely shreds. Yeah, and for when it comes to Bam, it's pretty cool that he's surrounded by some sober people. He takes care of his house, head. His wife is a great influence on his sobriety. She's real aggressive about it. Keeps him busy. Really awesome to see that. Nobody tell Jerry that this is happening right now. He needs to be surprised. We were, yeah. Oh, that's adorable, man. Hugo's a great name for a shepherd. We named ours Lori after the skate park that we found her dumped in. She's got a inspiring story, sad start, great end, and now she's in a loving, happy home with me. Thank you, Riku. Sorry. I want this to be a real clean print. So I'm going to go a little heavy on the ink here. When I say go heavy on the ink, what I'm doing is putting several thin layers of ink on there. That way it transfers really well. Oh, that's rad. Stay in your lane. All right, so we want to offset this a little bit from the first print. That way it gives it a nice shadow effect when we pull it away. I feel like Bob Ross. Except instead of happy little trees, I'm mutilating trees to make toys. Isn't that great? Pinocchio didn't need to be a real boy, he just needed to be a skateboarder. I'm digging this already. All right, you guys ready for the moment of truth here? I'm pulling this centerpiece off. Rob Boss, I'll take it. All right, guys, I'll give you the reveal angle here. Double check the edges at the bottom here. Looking good. Looking good. Push her ears down. I'm liking that right there. I got that shadow, makes her stand out a little bit. All right, now I'm going to do the same with the other two blocks and try to give you guys a nice little reveal angle there on these as well. Thank you. I can't read anything right now. I'm so sorry, but thank you for watching this and the compliments on the graphic. Now these lines are a little bit thinner, so I want this offset to be a little closer. All right, so there's that one. Graphic on the tail there. And now we're just going to do this graphic on the nose. What tricks do I have? A lot. I'm not trying to be arrogant with that. There was a point when I was in recovery where for 365 days I filmed a different trick every single day. So I got a pretty deep bag of different combos and variations. So that would take a very long time for me to list everything. Dream tricks right now. I really want really working on backside inverts and andricks. I've got backside hand plants right now, but they're not on the coping, and I'm not too happy with them just yet. I've pulled off one andrict in my life, and I'd like to be able to say that I pulled off more than one andrict in my life, you know what I mean? So, but let's see. Getting consistent with 360 semi-flips would be a dream as well. I want my varial heels back. That's not really a dream. It's just a... this is Lino block print ink from Speedball. Same deal with this one as the other one, where the lines are thinner, so I want it to be a little bit closer on the offset. Jerry's gonna love this. And another little graphic peeking over the nose right there. Pretty similar. So Speedball makes most of that ink actually. So yeah, Speedball Lino block printing ink. We also have Speedball fabric block printing ink. But Speedball usually makes the silkscreen ink where you pull the squeegee and all that fun stuff as well. All right. Well, there's that graphic. I think Jerry's gonna love it. Don't you? I love it. But all right, so I think I'm gonna put this over here. Let it dry up. I am really stoked on that. Alright, so now I got to clean up in here a little bit. I'm going to take some packages downstairs that are going to get shipped out. Move some boards into the shop, take some boards out of the shop. And in the meantime, I might grip my board. How about that? Awesome. So yeah, you just order the cut. You select the collage option and put Casper Collage in the notes. If you're ordering a board where putting notes in isn't an option, just contact me through my Instagram. We're already connected on there. Thank you. I think that's a beautiful board as well. Beautiful board for a beautiful man. Jerry is awesome. We all love Jerry. All right, so I'm just gathering all the lino blocks in a bucket to be cleaned right now. And then, let's see. Probably need some 10-inch grip here. That should do. Get myself a razor blade. And then you guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'm going to go grab my other boards. That shadow effect is really fun. But I'm going to go grab my boards. I'm waiting on decal grip tape right now, but I don't think I'm going to have time. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to grip my board with normal grip again. Dang it. Decal is awesome, non-abrasive grip tape. They send me packages. I love it. My complex isn't the best, and they sent the package back because it didn't fit in the little community thing, and somebody was too lazy to go to the post office and leave me a note. So I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my boards, and then we're gripping them. All right. Here we go. So these are my two boards from yesterday that we made. Rolled a background on them and all that fun stuff. Let's see. I'll do this one here. Do we want to have fun with this? I think I want to have fun with it. I made a stencil a long time ago. I think I'm going to put a little skull graphic on this guy. I'm going to bring you guys in here with me, don't worry. temporarily set Jerry's board in here. And I'll bring you guys with me. So I used to make grip tape. Used to have this saying I put on everything that said STFU and DIY. It's supposed to remind people to handle stuff on their own before they complain about stuff. The DKL is good for street skating. Oh yes, Penny. Penny, the non-abrasive stuff is amazing. So you just start off with fresh shoes and you apply it right away. I'm sorry. I am having trouble with my tripod. If you apply it the right way, it's not going to come off. It works great. I know Lucas skates boards that are less than 9 inches wide, and DKL makes grip that's 9. So he doesn't have to do what I do, where I have like different pieces on there. It ends up peeling on my board because you're not recommended to have any splits on it. The way you apply it correctly is you put it on there, and then when you drag the razor blade for it, you drag it at a really harsh angle so that it cuts a piece of the material off at an angle. That way there's no sharp edge for it to catch. It saves me like $1,000 a year on shoes. I'm killing my current pair of shoes while I wait on a package from DKL. But DKL is great. If you want to see a skateboarder that is probably one of the best skateboarders I know personally that rides DKL, Geo from Chicago. Skate Rat Geo on Instagram, amazing. So just let him know that when it happens to my board, that's because my board, I'm doing things that are against the recommended application process. And also let him make sure that he lets the adhesive sit up for 24 hours. That's the best way to prevent any peeling. Brian over at Q actually started suggesting that I use a file on the edge, and it's helped a little bit. But I'll never go back. That stuff is awesome. Alrighty, stencil time. This tripod is really lacking in stability. Say that. What's going on there, huh? Just an old can, I guess. There we go. Oh, this tip sucks. Alright, we're switching colors mid-stencil apparently because this cap is not working. Alrighty, I'm happy with that. Now we're gonna move on to applying this grip tape. I'm also gonna check where we're at percentage-wise on the battery here. I might have to end the live. About that, my phone opened up the camera for some reason, but we are sitting at 4%. So let me just chop this thing up. No rhyme, no reason to the way I do this kind of thing. I promise. Alrighty. Right, it does sound good. That is one thing that I missed about having normal grip tape. But I will say that the amount of material that comes off of the DKL is honestly pretty satisfying. But when I have normal grip, I like to do really, really random patterns. So I actually designed this shape as a point that popsicles aren't necessary. So I skated the stinger from Life Skateboards for a while, and then based this shape off of the pieces of the board that I didn't touch. This is the second version of the shape, and there is a third version on its way. That third version is just going to give me more surface area on the nose for crooked grinds, and I also wanted to add a little bit of a knuckle to the nose to give me some versatility with pop. I also took my fishtail and turned it into a tapered popsicle tail, which I'm interested to see how that works. It should help me with pressure flips and things like that. I've been enjoying the process of learning what different things do to your shape. Alrighty, let me check where the percentage is at because the satisfying thing's about to happen. We got 3%. All right, Casper's Keeper, thank you for everything you've done today. We're gonna go ahead and cut this grip off here, and then we're gonna end the live, guys. Ooh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Where we sell our boards, aside from online, we do have we have them in Q Skate Shop, but we like to make boards to order. So if you order them online, we're gonna make it for you exactly. We like to sell to customer. The reason we like to sell to customers is so we can have a connection with our customer base. Connection with our customer base means if there's ever an issue, we help you handle it directly. We know exactly who did it. That way you know who to hit up when there's a problem. We'll fix it for you. We stand behind our work, so we make issues correct. You know what I mean? But we do have them in other shops. Solace used to carry us. Rhett used to carry us. Unfortunately, you guys aren't around anymore. I will be going down to Redbird Tattoo to talk to them at some point about carrying us. And if you're a shop, we're not opposed to it. We're just going to kind of educate you on how the boards are made, make sure that you're informing the customers on that process, and as I said, we still are going to prefer direct-to-customer sales. It's we like the community that we create with our customers. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a fresh razor blade right here, get you guys right here. We don't screen print actually, but I love screen printing. We do lino block printing. So these are lino block prints. Here themselves, they're hand carved relief images that we apply the graph with speedball ink. But we do everything in house. So pressing, shaping, and graphic application. I got a lot of horrible things to say about heat transfers, but I got nothing bad to say about screen printing, and I love that process. My old board sponsor actually used to do full board screens. That would be dead end skateboards. My board. Yes, sir. This one's mine. This is the one you guys saw me shaping and doing the graphic for yesterday. All right, there goes the tail. It definitely is super fun. I will admit that. Oh, no worries, Jamie. I'm so happy to re-educate people on us. I'm totally fine having another excuse to repeat what we do here. Because even though Sam's been doing this since 2012, there's still plenty of people that do not know what we do here at Life Skateboards. Alrighty. And if you don't know, after you cut your edge on a grip, you always come back with a little bit of scrap and take that edge off of there. That way it doesn't peel. Hopefully this is not annoying to some of you, but I'm sure it is. All right, so my phone is about to die. So remember, if you have any last minute super thanks, super chats, whatever to support me, go ahead and send those in. I greatly appreciate all of those. Don't forget to hit that like button so Instagram knows you liked it, and then it'll push my videos on the next one. I have some strong opinions about heat transfers. I don't have a lot of time to get into that today. Although it is the industry standard, heat, maple, glue, it just doesn't mix. So I can talk about that all day, and I have talked about that on some live. But go ahead and subscribe, and we'll talk about that next time, all right? Thanks for all the support, guys. Don't forget, get a life, like, share, subscribe, all that weird stuff I'm supposed to say. I'm going out of town, but I'm sure I'm going to have a... I'm sure I've got some lives that we'll do. I've got a couple buddies I'm bringing with me, so we should end up with some good footage. But have a great time, guys. Sleep well. Get a life.